So, take a look at these. Well, we sent her picture. Let's talk to her. I forgot to talk to her.
Yes? I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Well, no. But I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, interesting. Maybe talk to Joe. Or actually, Tino. Say, hey, we know about your relationship.
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Okay. A little bit of light over here. Is that light on before?
What's up?
Well, I'll catch you later.
Nothing new.
Take care.
Just curious. Okay.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Aw, come on, you heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
No, it was about the relationship. Well, let's call... no, let's call Bess. I want to talk to Joe about the whole... whatever. It doesn't... We'll go back. Like, I just came from Tony.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
You're the one who pulled that emergency brake, aren't you?
Me? What, are you joking?
You stole one of John Gray's thermometers and planted it at the scene.
You're just some teenage nobody. I don't have to listen to this.
You're right, you don't. Neither do the other passengers. But unless you give me a good reason not to, I think I'll tell them anyway.
Look, maybe I was a little hasty, pointing a finger at the ghost guy like that. Maybe all those lies people have been spreading are starting to get to me. Maybe I thought it would help if I got a little positive press by solving a crime aboard a haunted train. Maybe I apologize. And, maybe you can see fit not to let any of this go beyond this room?
Well, no harm done, I guess.
Great. Well, what else can I do for you?
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Not a problem.
So it just confirmed the suspicion that he was the one. At least I didn't know for sure he was the one that pulled it. I just know he was trying to frame the ghost hunter.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
I understand that you and Charlena had a big argument
Charlena.
earlier.
That's an understatement.
I was under the impression that you practically worshipped her.
Let's just say my idol turned out to have dirty feet.
You mean feet of clay?
Whatever. Let's either talk about something else or not talk at all, okay?
I'll come back later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Okay. There are no... No, this is where we got the tool from. I'm gonna have to look back through some of the notes. Because they mentioned the dolls. Over here, I believe there was a note. Probably where we got the instructions for how the contraption works. Get into that box. Maybe that was note. Bottom. What about that small doll? I accidentally knocked the one Camilla calls Naughty Tina off the shelf in literally. Naughty Tina. Grab a piece of paper. I'll write down Naughty Tina. Cracked skull. One with the cracked skull is Naughty Tina. Okay. And I know there was a note over here. Oh, this is just what the one. Patent. Helpful. So come in with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard. Hard to see. Descriptions, I'll just say he has
Suspenders.
suspenders. Has suspenders, she has a dress. Hard to say.
And she kinda
Is it
looks like a
ponytails?
necklace.
Ponytails? Yeah, I think she has a necklace.
And they're with Camille.
Yeah, but I don't think that's his role. Let's. Eliza Sandberg. Right there. Decorative red ribbon. Alright. We know that one has red ribbon.
It gives us 4. I think we need 4 more.
The thing is, we also don't know the order. Sickly Sarah, and is heterochromia.
1 green eye and 1 blue.
That's what heterochromia is, 2 different colored eyes. Okay. Samples. Can't get
It's
in
locked.
here. Now that we have anything, can't use this. Can't use that. Am I holding on to anything? Can you help? Left pickaxe, lamp, fuel for keeping. That's the dance. Does he mention any dolls in this? A map. Projector. Give the dolls an order. Retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an. Look into their dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes. We didn't get the maker's name. We'll get that from Best.
Right.
Once we call. We did see one other thing. Edna. So there's Edna, Alice. Edna was ill-tempered, could not get her way. Couldn't get Alice to come out and play. Too tired. What Alice said, just want to go straight back to bed. Edna is angry. Edna, terrible. Angry. Cried. Alice is sleepy. I don't know if that helps. Okay. What was in here? I don't know if there's anything.
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
That would be nice.
Hey, how's it going?
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
Talk to you later.
Sounds good.
And that's it. Oh. Sadie Crawford. That's something Crawford. Hold on.
Those are pink. The other ones were purple.
Yeah, I know. These are doll shoot.
Hello? Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command, but hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chateauyan, Chaussettetes, Chateauyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussettes Chatoyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Okay, I'll write that.
Get this. It turns out that Tino Balducci pulled the emergency brake.
Balducci did it?
He framed John Gray so he could arrest him and get some positive press for himself. I think it finally dawned on him that he's not the great detective everyone thinks he is, and probably never will be.
How pathetic can you get? Cute and pathetic. Just my type.
So I did write down Sadie Crawford just in case.
Charlena and Lori had this big, huge argument, and you'll never guess why.
Lori called Charlena a hack.
No,
Charlena called Lori an airhead.
no.
Bess, she doesn't really want you to guess, okay? Tell us, Nan.
Well, it seems that Lori sent Charlena a bunch of story ideas, one of which Charlena used in her latest book without telling or paying Lori.
Charlena stole something Lori wrote? That's incredible. No, the fact that Lori wrote something that Charlena thought was worth stealing. That's what's incredible.
It makes me think that Lori may not be quite as dumb as she looks.
Yeah, better keep an eye on her, Nan.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
Alright, so 2 left feet. I think Sadie Crawford's one of the dolls.
Yes.
One of the dolls has 2 left feet. I think it's just a doll name. What did I miss? What is this? Thomas Cena? Neil?
O'Neill.
It's our blue ribbon.
Yep.
Alright, I'll write that down. I didn't check that. And this is the other one I also missed. Eddie Eberhardt. Doesn't say anything about the doll, it just says Eddie.
What's up?
I won't keep you any longer.
Come back anytime.
I didn't want to do that. I think I have nothing left to do any. Done everything.
What's going on?
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
You know the dolls?
Yeah, we can take a look at the dolls. We also have the name. Or it says Chatognon. Whatever, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know French at all.
I do exactly the way you
Just kind of mumble the words. Maybe it'll sound kind of right. How many dolls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 names. We're missing one of them. We got Naughty Tina. This is Naughty Tina. This is Hager Anderson. Hager. This is Chantilly Hildegard.
Can you do me a favor?
This is Eliza.
Make her first.
Well, we don't know the order. We have no idea what the.
Just make her first. The one with the red dress.
Is this sickly Sarah?
Who was the first doll that you found?
Ah, I didn't find them. They were all here. There's clues hidden around
with
for
the
their names.
What was the first name that you?
Oh.
Nasty Tina. Which one?
That's the
was
first one I
Nasty Tina?
wrote down, not the first one you could find. You could find a lot of these at the same time. That's the problem.
Okay.
But we know the names of a bunch of them. It just doesn't help. So this. The dolls in order. This will require looking inside the name of their maker. Oh, so the name, the French word there, is what gives the order to the dolls. That word somehow gives them their order. Shimmering socks. Give the dolls an... Oh. I see. The names of the dolls create the French word. So, like, Chantilly Hildegard, that's CH. Now you need an AU. I don't know Alice's last name, but there's an Alice. A. Her last name probably has a... Then you need SS, Sickly Sarah. ET is Edna the Terrible. TE is... well...
Bettina.
I don't have a T. This Thomasina. No, TE is Teddy Eberhard. SC is Sadie Crawford. HA, Hagar Anderson. TO, Thomas O'Neill. YA, we don't have a Y.
C.
Yeah, we got it. I think we got this. I don't know what YA is, but we can use process. NT, Naughty Tina. And ES is Eliza Sandberg. I think we got it. Alright, so it is CH's first. That is Chantilly Hildegard, who has... It is actually this one. Pretty sure this is actually her. Get the necklace.
Yep, you had her first.
So we had that one by coincidence. AU is Alice. We don't know anything about her other than she's... Oh, Alice. Yeah, she's the sleepy one. She has her eyes closed when you look at her. See, she's sleepy. We don't have an AU. I don't know what her last name is. W. Alice. SS is Sickly Sarah. Sickly Sarah is the one with different colored eyes. This one. E.T. Edna the Terrible. We just know she was angry and cried. How do we know which one's angry? Mama. One says Mama. I don't know how to tell which one is... Or... I don't know how to... So I'm going to skip Edna the Terrible. I'm just going to throw... Mama! That says Mom. No idea what's up. I'll put this one. I don't think that would be it. Maybe it is. Oh, she's barefoot. That's definitely Sadie Crawford. But who are we at? We're at SS ET Edna the Terrible at that might. TE is Teddy Eberhard. I don't know who Teddy Eberhard is, but it's a dude. It must be him because this guy is different. That Hagar. We got EE. SC is now the one without the shoes. Sadie Crawford. HA Hagar, he's right here. But he's right. And then after A is T.O. Messina O'Neill. Blue Ribbon. All I got is blue ribbon. I don't know. The blue ribbon came off, so we don't actually. Honestly, we have YA. We don't have any idea, and the last one is. Well, no, there's NT, which is not Tina. This one. ES is Eliza Sam. Red ribbon. He's last. So there's a few that we didn't know. We didn't know. This one we don't know. This one we don't know the one with blue ribbon. We don't know what is YA, and we don't know Edna the Terrible.
Right.
I'll just switch these two. No, that means this one cannot be Edna. Means this one. Huh. I sworn. This looks right to me. All we know is, oh, it's some hair. Here, it looks like some hair. Maybe. Maybe this was attached to the head.
Yes.
That's why one of them is missing some of their hair.
Correct.
So I think Thomasina is the one with the missing hair. Hard to tell with the graphic, but I want to say the one with the missing hair is Thomasina. 1-2 part work. Oh, Mama. Okay, so I think that is End of the Terrible Yelled Mama. I think that is the one that says Mama. Oh, Yawning Alice. Not AU, it's YA. It's a Yawning Alice. So AU is the unknown one. I was putting Alice as the AU. No. So I just had.
Let's try this one then.
Yeah. It's
I think
Yawning
you probably
Alice.
right now.
I was putting her at the AU and it should have been the YA. The AU is the one we don't know. So we got this one's correct. So AU is the one we don't know anything about. This is the one we don't know anything about. The red-haired one. He must be AU. SS is Sickly Sarah. ET. Edna the Terrible. The one that says Mama. TE is Teddy Eberhardt. SC is Sadie Crawford. One without shoes. AT. Oh, HA, sorry. HA is this guy. We have TO for Thomasina O'Neill. YA is Yawning Alice. There we go. We got it right this time. Ooh, took a long time. 2 and 1. We can progress.